Death threats against the new Snape actor. Straight up murder threats because he doesn't look like Alan Rickman. And now HBO is admitting they had to bring in a serious security team just to keep filming going. The Harry Potter TV reboot dropped its first trailer this week, and instead of everyone geeking out over the magic, a chunk of the fandom lost their minds over the casting of Paapa Essiedu as Severus Snape. Essiedu, a talented British Ghanaian actor, got hit with waves of racist abuse and direct death threats on Instagram. Messages like, "Quit or I'll murder you," and threats to show up at his house and kill him. Not criticism, not "I don't like it," actual violent shit. He spoke out about it, saying the abuse has fueled his performance, but that it still messes with him emotionally. Nobody should have to deal with this while playing a fictional wizard. HBO boss Casey Bloys didn't sugarcoat it either. In an interview, he basically said, "Yeah, with big passionate IPs like this, it can get scary." They saw it coming, so they put the cast through social media training on how to handle the hate, and rolled out a serious security team on set. They anticipated the meltdown, they prepared for it, and it still happened. Step back and watch how fast it spiraled. Trailer hits, people compare every frame to the movies, and the Snape casting becomes the main target. Some fans argue the character was described as pale with a hooked nose in the books, so changing that breaks immersion for them. Others go straight to racism, flooding comments with slurs and threats. Essiedu isn't the first actor to catch heat in this reboot, but the death threats turned it toxic overnight. Production had to lock things down because a portion of the fan base decided a black man in the role was worth threatening violence over. The internet did what it does best. Outrage exploded across Twitter, Reddit, Instagram, and TikTok. Memes flew in both directions, some mocking the book purists turning into terrorists, others doubling down with side-by-side comparisons, claiming the casting ruins everything. Clips of Essiedu as Snape in the trailer got ratioed hard. Racist accounts piled on while defenders called out the hypocrisy of loving a story about fighting prejudice while sending murder threats to an actor. The silence from some big Harry Potter accounts was loud too. Others jumped in to defend the casting or blamed J.K. Rowling's involvement for stirring the pot from the start. The whole thing amplified instantly because Harry Potter still owns a massive piece of pop culture. One casting announcement and the fandom fractures into purity tests and death threats. This whole situation pulls the curtain back on how unhinged online fandom has become. People treat these characters like sacred personal property. They claim to love the books and the message of tolerance. Yet the second the visuals don't match their headcanon exactly, some flip straight to violence and racism. Platforms make it worse by letting anonymous rage spread unchecked until it escalates from bad takes to real-world security concerns. Influencers and fans on both sides farm engagement off the drama, turning a TV show into another culture war battlefield. And the audience? A lot of us watch it spiral, screenshot the worst comments, and move on while the targeted actor has to live with the threats. It shows how thin the line is between passionate fandom and toxic entitlement. When you can't separate fiction from reality, you end up needing armed security for a wizard reboot. Harry Potter was supposed to be about magic, friendship, and standing against hatred. Instead, parts of its own fandom are proving they never really got the lesson, and the internet just keeps feeding the fire.